looks like it's all good. Alright, so we're going to begin this adventure in a time in the future after the Empire has fallen. The Pony Empire has fallen into strife and individuality where each town will look after one another and many neighbours will just fight for scraps for their little bit of land or food that they can get hold of. But not always harsh. There are still a few isolated places where calm is and food is plentiful. One of these places still resides on the far east lands, known as the city of Kadiston, where we will begin our adventure with our mighty heroes. Well, not quite heroes yet, but soon they might deserve the title. Kadiston is currently in the midst of early spring with a festival going on, with large parades going through town to celebrate the ruling monarch and the generosity that he's giving to the town in its sudden influx of more valuable resources coming from the human lands as humans have slowly spread, and with the funds freed up and not having to pay dividends to the Empire anymore, they are now able to spend more on the city itself rather than having to pay out taxes elsewhere. And we will start our journey here in this city. Perhaps one of our adventurers here can introduce themselves.
I'll start us off. I am Kadiston. I am playing Alexandrite Beacon. And before I forget, we should probably grab the link for people to watch.
Yes, I should have just thrown it out.
Oh, first stream, so if it's not technical difficulties, it's something else.
Certainly is. So, give us an introduction of yourself.
Yeah, I've mentioned I'm playing Alexandrite Beacon. He's a paladin of what was the thing? Sword of Valor. There we go. And
how about anything else, or should we move on to our next party member in the list?
I think that's it for me.
All right.
I am very tired. So.
Well, if we travel along, we have to jump over duck for the time being, but we are next come to our first griffin.
I guess I'll go.
Yep.
All right. My name's Ulrich Lionheart. I was a weak fletchling when I was born, and I came down with an illness, and well, that illness took my life. So my father decided to research into bringing back the dead, and surprisingly, it did not go the way you thought. I didn't come back and start going, but I did come back, but like, I do have a little bit of the brains thing, just not as bad. And well, bringing back the dead is seen as very dishonorable in Griffin culture. So, yeah, I have to go. I'm trying to regain my family's honor. That's it.
And
so you died, but you got better.
Yep.
All right, and now our last but not least, our largest griffin.
My character's name is Winter Dell, and she is in search of her home. A forester hunter who was taken from her home into a life of slavery, and now that she has escaped, she wishes to make sure that she never has to be imprisoned again, and she hopes nothing more that someday maybe she can see her family again. Until then, though, she'll do what she can to make a name for herself and acquire the funds needed to help her travel.
All right.
Sure.
No, that's fine. Now you have an idea of our soon-to-be heroes. Let's find them in the scene. Currently, it is mid-afternoon on a very fine, on a very fine day of the fourth of Victory Day of Bright Moon. The sun is high, and there is much celebration going on in the streets of Kadiston. Various activities, plays, games are being able to be played by many of the citizens, and those that have come from the human kingdoms and maybe a few of the closer places within the Pony Empire, those that have braved the roads to travel in. Many banners and run high, showing the colours of the city, as well as the royal seal of the royal family that own this kingdom. We will find our party scattered around the town, happily interacting with sort of fun and exciting games that may await them within the grounds. Each of them have their own talents and looking to potentially stand out amongst them in many of the other games and competitions that are going on. We find ourselves in the city of Kadiston, as should be seen on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So, you all mostly are strangers to such a city. Most of the fun and games are happening more towards the centre, as well as a number of the other open areas, where you've got archery, you have fighting competitions, you also have those that will test your minds rather than your might, and also those putting on stages doing bardic competitions. There were many stalls as well scattered around where you could find trinkets from distant lands, even those saying that they will give you good luck or curse your enemies should you wish to purchase them. Which one of our fine heroes wish to brave the city of Kadiston first?
Oh, God.
Oh,
You kind of ate your microphone there.
As I said, Winter Gal will enter the city without fear, wishing to see what's within and what she may find.
what is she seeking in regards to fortune?
Well, to prove her skill, and through such, perhaps find reward for her efforts, and particularly if she proves herself the better.
All right. So, how would Wintergale wish to seek to try and prove herself as the better, and want to stand out amongst the many ponies, griffins, humans, gnomes that are currently visiting?
Yeah.
What would she do?
I could see her trying the archery competition, as well as yep.
A noble and fine one. One must be a keen eye to be able to land an arrow at its mark.
Yes. And she has a very good bow for just a situation.
Well, speak of your fine deeds as you take part in the archery competition. There are a number of those that will take part. A number of ponies with their cloud bows, as well as humans with their short and long bows apiece. How would your griffin with your bow almost as large as a human stand amongst them?
She would stand among them, giving a less than friendly look towards the humans, but at the same time still offering a nod, as she would greet them as competitors in the competition.
Well, certainly given your grand size and your oddity in your colours, definitely makes you stand out amongst even those of the griffins here.
Yeah.
Would would she sly away from trying to make herself stand out, or would she try and do anything in regards to gain the crowd's favour or become more of a central focus for people?
Well, I would see her using her intimidation to unnerve the competition if able.
Ooh. How fierce? How fierce are you?
Let's see.
Your size definitely unnerves a few of the competitors, but it seems that at least the humans among them don't seem to pay you too much mind. Maybe they're used to various Fae, but those that are of Fae descent definitely seem to be a little bit unnerved, and some of the crowd will sort of give you a little bit of a wider berth. Alright, let's test your archery skill. How fine is it? How good are you able to land your mark?
Well, Winter will take aim, preparing for her attack. No. Okay.
A solid shot definitely marks you out as one of the better archery crowds, and you are able to match those of equal skill hitting their mark as well. You are definitely one that people should keep an eye on, but haven't quite yet proven yourself as a standout. But there is still other challenges to wait, and you still have a chance to come back as you have moved to the next round of the archery at least.
Yes.
Well, do you wish to go and explore other games or adventures, or ponder a moment thinking of what you may do, so our next adventurer may step forward?
Okay.
Alright. Who would like to step forward now and have a go at the games and competitions in the city?
Nice. No.
Oh, no, go ahead. You said it first, man.
All right. I suppose I will go head towards the fighting arenas.
There are a number of those set up within this quite large sort of open area here.
Okay.
Oh, helps if I'm on the right layer. Ping.
Yeah, just throw my icon over here.
Yeah. I gave you your icon so you can place them in the city if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
So there were many games and competitions. Some of them seem to be team-based. Some of them are individual combats. You have those who choose to fence, or those who choose to fight in various different styles, be it the long swords, short swords. But there was also the more open one where, well, anything goes, and any weapon is allowed, or test you might. And this one is probably the one who gathers the most interest, given that there are many different weapons that people might see from the human lands and the griffin lands, and where they each will clash with various different civilizations, seeing how each other see different fighting styles mesh and clash still against each other.
Yeah. Well, since I already know how to use the longsword, I will go for the free-for-all one, see what other weapon styles there are in the world.
Well, one thing you'll definitely notice is the different styles in regards to how humans craft their weaponry. It seems such an odd style. They have weird, what you would consider handguards designed to cover their hands, and just the way they seem to hold it and swing it around seems so odd when regards to yourself with holding it in your mouth and swinging your weapon. But in regards to obviously the crowds and the activity going around, would there be anything you would do to sort of help get those on your side, big yourself up, or potentially spread heroic stories of yourself to help potentially get those who might want to bet on you or see you as a favourite?
Let's see here. Just what I can actually do. I suppose I could persuade some people with not really tales of my deeds, but trying to think of how to word oh, I'm gonna diplomatize them.
Maybe you speak of your noble quest and how such things will help in your gaining such a prestige position within Kadiston will help you on your quest, as well as help Kadiston itself.
Yes, that's exactly what I'll do.
Ooh,
There.
we have some dice rolled.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see some digital dice.
Yes, I'm a big fan of visual dice.
So, you speak of your tales of how you were a noble knight sent out to seek out possible things that will help Kadiston and the surrounding lands. How such a thing has brought you here to help possible Kadiston and elsewhere, and you're sure that success here will lead you forward and bring quite powerful prosperity to this fine city, as well as maybe even Everglow itself.
Mm-hmm.
Your story is definitely of you being a knight, and your bravery definitely catches the attention of those of young age, always wanting to be the heroes and hear stories of those in armour stand up against mighty villains and monsters and fighting them back. So your story definitely inspires many people to root for you and make you your name sort of stand out slightly. Alright, so fighting's a little bit harder. It would be, just given one combat roll won't satisfy, but do you have any potential professions or livelihoods that would help you in such a combat scenario?
Yes, I actually do. I am a soldier, so...
Such a skill will definitely help you in regards to working out tactics and how to best your opponent, be it with the weapon or outmaneuvering them, or just utilising your skill. So let's see how your military tactics fares with you today.
Alright. Not too well, it seems.
Well, clearly you are not quite used to having to deal with many different races, being raised in Galloping Dam.
Yeah, monastery life, but...
Where you had to mostly deal with just earth ponies, pegasi, and unicorns.
Mm-hmm.
So you did well against those of equal bloodline, but those crafty humans, definitely with their useful hands, able to bounce around a little bit more faster than you are able to move your large pony physique.
It's a long reach.
Yes. You weren't able to fare as good, but you definitely were able to at least bestowed stories of your grandeur and what you possibly hope to achieve. Maybe your fate doesn't lie in your combat skills. Perhaps they lie elsewhere. Well, while you ponder where you may go next, we will jump to our final griffin, Lionheart. What shall you do or hope to achieve?
Well, like I said, I want to restore my family's honor, so I want to do something very honorable or do something really big to show that my family is honorable and worthy of praise. So,
how you're going to go and seek that honor here? What shall you do to help you gain that prestige?
probably do something big and get people to start talking about me.
All right. Was there anything in particular you had in mind that you might try and attempt to achieve?
Ulrich was kind of not thinking that far. He didn't even think he would make it to the city.
Well, he has successfully made it here, and now he has to try and think of a way to enhance his grandeur to maintain what he wants to try and achieve. There are many games and competitions going on, many which the Griffins may find noble, be it combat based.
Yeah, you know what? Ulrich's going to go fight something.
Is there a particular type of fighting style that he will prefer over others? I mean, we have the open brawling that one of our previous champions attempted. There's just bare knuckle fighting or hoof fighting in regards to ponies, or again, choice of weapons.
I'll go with arena fighting, like open arena.
We've got another one of those who wishes to have an all-out brawl. So, is there any particular thing you would do to help trying to big yourself up before you go in, or anything of the stature?
Alright, so... What, to make myself look better, or like psych myself up?
Well, trying to get the crowd behind you, those who might help you spread your story of why you're here and potentially improve your aspects, at least how you're seen, not necessarily how you fight.
Alright, I'm going to walk in slowly. In each step, I'm going to slowly activate my blood rage.
And how would that, what illusion or imagery would that give to the crowd?
Kind of that of like a dark shape getting darker, and meaner looking. And then Ulrich will walk to his enemies, pull out his great sword, point it to the sky, and just yell out a war cry.
Alright, well, I certainly think such a thing will definitely make those sort of seem fearful and in regards to you stepping in such a manner.
Yeah, Alexandroid's just going to detect evil here.
You would detect what?
You would
Chaotic good.
Well, actually, you either get the presence of evil or no presence of evil. In this case, there will be no evil aura coming from this individual.
Okay.
Well, I would say such a thing would definitely deserves an intimidate check to see how it comes off with everybody else. There's definitely an air of worry and your aspect as you come in, unless you feel another skill will be more suitable.
Oh no, intimidate works perfectly. Yay!
With your approach into the arena, as with each of your fights, it definitely earns the notice of many people of your in regards to your entrances and how you display yourself as you go in. Alright, so let's see how well you do fight. Now, again, do you pose any skills or abilities that may help you in the in regards to fighting? Be it a profession or...
I will be using my... Well, definitely going to be using my Blood Rager ability of when I charge someone, they get frightened and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, your Intimidate definitely brings something to the fight here. I'm seeing if there's, just to represent your overall sort of combat, how it might go. Is there any particular skills you wish to use, or I mean, the only other option would be just a single melee attack, just to determine how well you might perform in regards to the overall competition for the day.
All right. Let me check real quick. Let's see. I'll use fly.
Ooh, your skills in the air as you swoop around sound suitable, but flying is a difficult feat in combat. Are you a skilled flyer?
Well, let me check. Oh no.
Ooh. Oh no. You decide to take a very risky maneuver here, in taking to the skies and trying to use the ability of your wings to gain yourself some advantage. It definitely leaves some of those that are on the more ground limited individuals definitely sort of backing off and scared, especially with your intimidating demeanour. But you find those, such as the Pegasi and fellow Griffins, not as easily swayed in regards to your combat style, and those that are maybe a little bit more skilled are able to meet you in the skies just as effectively. Though your appearance and your attitude to the combats definitely earned you at least a little bit of renown in regards to things. Just like our paladin, where his stories of grandeur and nobility and knightliness has earned him some of his.
Okay. Then I am going to, I'm just gonna swing.
Well, we're not going to do a whole, to and fro combat, these are just more to set the story and that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, of course. Then, come on, baby, swing, bada, swing! Ow.
It's fine. Dice can't always be on our side, but you've still performed to a degree. Those on the ground definitely were at disadvantage, but those in the air definitely are your equals. But you definitely have put on a dazzling display in regards to your aerial combat, because most people stayed on the ground rather than taking to the sky, so it definitely provided a good show for those watching.
And even though I'm just going to walk out, but
I think you cut out there.
Yep, we heard I, and that was it. I suppose we'll never know.
Mm-hmm.
He's leaving us in a cliffhanger there, so you'll find out when he returns. Alright, so it seems that our fabled winter griffin has something they might try next, as well as their archery skills.
Okay. First, looking to the crowd, she will take to the air, nothing fancy, but to allow herself to be better seen. And she will say, "Today I fight to find my home, to find my family from where I was taken. And I'll do whatever it takes to find myself back home." And let me try this. One moment.
So playing to the hearts and playing on the hearts of individuals of your plight. So speaking.
And that.
Oh, sorry.
And I was just gonna say that worked out better than I thought.
So, going to spreading your story of your plight and what happened in regards to your tragic upbringing, being whisked away from your family and made to work unwillingly in regards to as a slave, but never passing too much details for people to work out where exactly you have come from. You speak of your and to bring justice to those that have also been enslaved, such as yourself. You definitely will earn the hearts and minds, at least those who have a soft heart, who are wanting to wish you well, and definitely feel that you deserve some what's the word I'm looking for? Deserve something to help speed you to your success. Won't necessarily for those who are really stone of hearts that brush off such things, won't pay too much heed, but you definitely have something that you have utilised to try and spread your plight, and given your noticeable standout as a snow griffin, it's easy to recall with those if they tell the tale of the winter griffin who broke out from slavery and is wishing to reunite with loved ones.
Yes.
All right. Well,
and with that, she will actually. She'd probably try the competition where we should go into combat with others.
Yeah, you would do the trial by combat. That is perfectly fine.
Yes.
What skills or something that will help you in regards to the combat? What would you wish to try and do?
First, she will do animal focus bull strength, improving her strength for the battle by +2.
Okay.
Not sure how I'd adjust that to work with the weapon.
Well, what we can do is, it's more of it will just add 1 to the dice roll, basically, so that's fine. If you wish to just make a basic melee attack as your representation of your ability.
She's going to use her cold iron flail for this attack.
Ooh.
Oh, shoot. Never mind, that didn't work.
If you go into your weapons, you should be able to do it there. Do not worry, this is what we are here to work out the small bugs in sheets and everything.
Yeah. Oh. There's the attack, but there's the damage.
Well, you got some additional bonuses to that because assuming it's a cold iron weapon, that's at least masterwork quality, so that will give you another +1.
Yes.
And given your mightier strength, that will give you a further +1. So you are at a 14 altogether.
Yeah. Which is okay.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look. A flail. Let's think. It's been a while since I've looked at a flail's weapon damage. But I want to say D6, but you're large. Ooh, that would definitely change things.
Here, I have it here.
Oh. Yeah, it would be a D8. This size.
It would be
1d10.
1d10.
1d10?
Yes.
Alright, give us that 1d10. Obviously, plus your strength, which I believe is a +4 at the moment.
Okay. One moment.
Everyone went strong. I went defensive.
Well.
Okay.
Okay, so you would try your hand at the battling. You are able to definitely, given your large size, definitely it's both a hindrance as well as an advantage. The hindrance side is you being larger and making it easier to hit you. You definitely are easier to land blows against. But the odds when you did hit and were able to land a blow, they were
Someone's unwrapping.
Yeah, you want to mind your crisp packet, right, Pudding? You will find that your blows are large and devastating when you do land a blow.
Very nice.
But being your large stature does mean you definitely take lots of nicks and scrapes as you do combat. But you have proven yourself as a capable fighter with a sad story behind you, and somebody who can definitely land a good archery shot as well. So,
Yes.
with that, we will see if our paladin has anything else they may wish to help establish themselves here. As
Yeah.
they tried the hand at combat, but perhaps they might have something else they might be just as good at.
I'm actually going to go around the combat arena and start healing people who might have gotten some injuries.
You're going to lend aid to those that who bested you and you bested at, to ensure that your kindness is known, even though they may be your enemies or rivals, that you are still there to help.
Yes. Because I'll even heal an enemy. And
the gods definitely do not seem to shine in your light today. It happens. Do not worry.
yes.
But still,
Let's see.
be there something else you might do to add to this then.
The only other thing I could think of is head to the longsword arena because that's what I've been trained with. So.
Well, there's not just ways to test your combat. There are ways to test your mind in regards to puzzle solving or your knowledge. There are definitely those that allow you to battle of words in regards to debating, and there are even those to allow scholars to research and submit papers in regards to theories and what have you. So there is more than just a test of might, as
Yes.
champions are not just selected on their strength alone.
I guess I will head to the philosophy area and throw in some religious debates.
That is more than acceptable here. Is there any particular... I'm guessing knowledge religion is going to be your strongest point here.
Yes, either that or nobility. So I'm like,
both are suitable in this particular choice.
let's do religion for now, since I'm a paladin of the Sun Queen.
Let's see if the dice gods favour you.
Yes. Yep, that is better.
Well, it's definitely one of those average rolls, so that's fine. So you would definitely test your knowledge ability, arguing many finer points in regards to the variations on the gods and the Sun Queen in question. Maybe not discovering anything which will shake the foundations of any large of the open religions, but you definitely learn some interesting things in regards to the snippet of the Sun Queen from the Griffins to a degree, as well as maybe a few of the humans deities as well. They seem to have almost a few, well, definitely more than ponies seem to have. But you definitely spread your word in regards to the Sun Queen, but not forgetting those of the other pony pantheon. And then that will leave us our what is it? Lionheart, in regards to if there's anything you wish to do if you have returned to us.
Yeah, sorry. My computer froze for a sec, so I'm restarting it real quick.
No,
But
not to worry.
All right, Ulrich is going to. You know what? He just fought people. He's now going. You know what? He's going to go do a good old fashioned make friends thing and go to like a food market or like a tavern and like make friends.
So definitely rousing drinking songs, good stories of battle and hard fought victories, those sort of things.
Yeah.
Sounds definitely something worthy of a griffin to share and spread of his honour and what have you. Very suitable.
Yay. All right. So what would I roll to do that?
Well, you can utilise any performing abilities you might have, which probably might not be your best area, but again, it depends on how you want those stories to sound. You may use diplomacy. You can make them sort of scary and quite victorious sounding, making yourself sound really tough. So an intimidate check is perfectly acceptable for this. Or if you happen to have any skills to do with anything to do with storytelling or any lore or stuff like that.
I think I'll tell a scary story first, like a story of like when the Griffins were invaded by insert enemy here. And then could I tell a story of like how they held out, how these Griffins held out and stuff, so like roll survival after that, if that would be okay.
Yeah, I find that's acceptable.
Alright.
As there's many a tale from the Griffin lands of such endeavours. If they're all true, who knows? But that's the best advantage of stories.
Oh, hey, look, there's a good roll. And there's also... Yay!
Alright, so you definitely helped set up the how dire things are, how mean and cold-hearted this foul enemy was as it comes through trying to decimate the griffins in question in this battle. You definitely big up that enemy to be quite harsh and horrible. Definitely something for people to worry and cower before. But you even know how mighty you make the enemy sound. You know how to also big up your fellow griffins to ensure that they shine in the correct light. How they come back from such a desolate, vile fight and stand proudly as the griffins do. You also ensure to add to your noble backgrounds and to redeem yourself as well as in your family eyes. You speak of how one of your ancestors would have been one of the key foundations of such things, and where you hope to channel your ancestors to help lift yourself to such a esteem, and where you hope to eventually achieve and reach to. Setting yourself a high target to reach, but one you are sure you can accomplish.
Alright. Orc will end it with a raising his glass going, and a toast in honor to our ancestors.
You definitely will get many fellow griffins following you in such toast. Many ponies will also join in, and maybe the odd human here and there. As you can tell, the difference in obviously people's beliefs in regards to how ancestors should be followed and respected.
Alright, yeah. They just don't understand.
So, let's have a look how everyone has performed on this, one of the first days of the competitions and games. Each of you have tried your hand at some combat and your ability to test your mettle as well as your defences. Each of you have done well in regards to trying to big yourselves up, stand yourselves out in amongst the crowd. Your performance may not necessarily have been the like the most standout amongst it all. But the story behind you has definitely incorporated many individuals. Where with some of the sort of more who just walk in, who seem to just swing a sword and those fall to their side. But there's no story, no history, no connection there. With yous, all of you, there's at least a connection, be it one of sympathy with for a person who's lost their family, or somebody who is trying to strive out for honour for themselves and their family, or the noble knight who is there to help as many individuals as they can, be it a city, an individual, or a region. You each will obviously retire for the evening in regards to how successful you all feel you might be, but there's still more chance and some different areas where you could potentially stretch out. None of you were necessarily called to potentially reach for a meeting with the king. There were some of those who have been already, and it's rumoured that some may have already set off to a quest by the king himself. But you are quite certain that he is still watching, and he has his spies among the crowds, looking for those who will shine the most bright and potentially stand out even more so on the next day. But places are crowded, and it is difficult to find places to rest and stay. So you each are having to all try and find a nice place to settle down for the night. There were places outside of the city walls that have been set up as sort of camping sites, large grounds, and by coincidence you will find yourself happened to be all sort of sent to the same camping site where you can sit around, chat, share stories with each other, and possibly get to know some fellow adventurers. As each of you would definitely have heard some stories of a white griffin who has a tragic background, a griffin whose shadow seems to grow darker and meaner, who seeks honour, and a shining gem pony who wishes to stand as a beacon of light for the Sun Queen, for those that are not able to defend themselves. So you will find yourselves camping in the same location, where you may, well, interact and, God and forbid, roleplay with each other.
What seems to be mostly in the camp, anyway?
You are finding a mixture of things, but it is mostly humans that seem to be those who can't find place within the city itself. There are the odd ponies, but humans are definitely the more those that have come in.
Okay.
They're the closest settlements other than Blevik, where a number of individuals have come up from.
Winter won't be too happy with there being so many humans, but deal with it.
Well, they have tried to incorporate those of similar race with each other, or made any special requirements if somebody has, I don't wish to sit with any non-griffins or stuff like that. So if you mentioned something, they would have sitted you with some griffins. Some
she wouldn't
ponies.
she wouldn't make too big of a deal about it. She just, because there's more humans in this city than other races to an extent. There's really no avoiding it.
This is correct. But you will be placed somewhere where you are amongst your fellow Fae, and you happen to be camping close to a shining griffin, a shining earth pony, and a more traditional griffin with their eagle body and eagle head and lion's body.
What would that look like, reverse griffin? Eagle body, lion's head. My God.
Alexandra is actually going to look at Aldrich and say, I saw you in the fighting pits. It was quite impressive.
Ah, thank you. You honor me. What would your name be?
My name is Alexandrite Beacon. It's a pleasure to meet you.
What's it? Honestly, I usually shake hands with people, but my name is Ulrich Lionheart. Putting out hand.
Yeah, Alexandrite's gonna lift his hoof like it.
I'm sorry that was so awkward.
More out of character. I'm pretty sure shaking hooves is a thing.
Either that or hoof bumps.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
my apologies. I am socially awkward.
Not at all. I've
Yeah.
truthfully been raised. I think truthfully my first time out of the monastery, so I've not seen so many races.
Monastery. Wait. With that much armor, either you're a very scared cleric or priest, or you're a paladin, aren't you?
You would be right. Though I do know some very scared priests.
Indeed.
Winter would definitely give a chuckle at that.
Do I hear this chuckle?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought a griffin of her stature would. It would be subtle to her, but probably not those around.
Yeah, you would probably see that chuckle.
I can feel that chuckle.
You can smell it.
Taste it.
Oh, come now.
All right, so I'm guessing Ulrich will just like jump around and be like, "Oh my god!" I mean, oh my god! Monotheism and all that. Wow, you are quite a large griffin.
Yes. It comes from where I hail and the family in which I had. I've had my size for as long as I can remember. Of course, apart from when I was younger.
Oh. My name is Ulrich. Puts out claw.
My name is Winter Gell. She would offer claw in turn, much larger than his.
Yep. Huh.
With very sharp claws.
These are indeed very sharp claws. Please stab. You're stabbing into my arm. You stabbed through my arm.
She would move her claw, saying, "I didn't think I held your claw that hard."
Oh, no. I'm sorry. That was just me being funny. So, looking at the motley crew they have here, Ulrich's going to ask, so why are you guys here? Or,
As you may have heard, I'm here to make a name for myself and acquire the funding I might need to eventually make my way back home.
And I'm here to seek information about what this mission is that the king wants us to go for, and see what I can do to help.
oh.
I am very sorry if I'm role-playing badly. My tiredness is starting to kick in.
Oh, no. Mine's a little more personal. Well, yours is also personal, but pointing at Winter. But I seek honor.
Honor is so easy to lose.
Yes, especially when where you even try to convince your family they still have it, and they say they don't.
Honestly, I wonder if honor is a construct made by society to hold some people up and bring others down.
It might be, but It's something that me and my family and my entire village believed in. So, honor among all. Do not, and it's a good way to think with honor. Do
Yeah.
not act like a coward. Do not betray, not steal. Do not try to do backhanded things to people. Always do it from the front. Declare your intentions and always speak up.
Yeah.
Isn't that how every person should strive for?
They should.
And yet there are some things of our society that many people accept that I at least would consider quite dishonorable.
Oh? And what would that be?
Fact that there would be those willing to deal in the selling and trading of uh, peoples or beings.
Hmm. I understand where you come from. During my travels, I did see places like that. I couldn't do much myself, but it pains me each and every day that I couldn't help them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Part of the reason I don't fully trust humans,
What?
given my experiences.
Oh. Or we're putting the pieces together. I've actually found some humans quite as honorable as myself, indeed. Oh, that's my pride talking. Shut up, pride. Arr. Humans can indeed be scoundrels, but if you can find allies and great hearts in these humans.
Yeah.
You just have to know where to look.
Out of all the races, I would say perhaps humans are the ones who most often face such extremes. Perhaps.
Yes, but it should be our place to teach them, not judge them.
And then the other way around.
Well,
I actually learned.
Oh, no, Karen.
Excuse me.
Sorry, that got a little emotional right there. Dang it, the music's not helping. It's making it more emotional.
Well, you will probably discuss and debate many things into, obviously, the evening and night, sharing what may be honourable or how best to interact with any particular given race, and maybe share some other plights from your home. But you all have to rest at some point, as tomorrow is yet another day where there could be competitions.
Is there like a location is there like a solid roof in this encampment, or is it all like tents and stuff?
You are outside the city, so it will be tents and what have you. Or at least a patch of the ground where you can rest.
Yeah.
If you are somebody who does not wish to sleep in a tent. It is a fine night, so you are not getting wet.
Or we'll sleep in a tree.
Yes, there are some scatterings of trees.
Winter will find a place that she could lay alone, but keep any fireplace in sight.
Yeah, I think Alexandrite will sleep under the nightstick. Nice.
Alright, well, you will rest for the evening. You will dream of, well, many grand adventures, or maybe perhaps the horrors that you have left behind. What your dreams are, obviously yours are own. But come the morning, you will be greeted or awoken rudely, depending on your views, of people getting up, getting ready for the day, cooking, preparing meals, or even celebrating with early drinking and sing-song. As well, this is a celebration after all. There are many people who are definitely celebrating the fine spring weather, as well as just an excuse to have, well, drink, sing, and be merry.
As Winter gets up, she and perhaps others may notice the deep grooves in the ground where she had laid, where her claws had dug into the earth as she slept, before going and finding her something to eat.
There are many stalls offering food for those of vegetarian or carnivores, so you can find definitely a breakfast suiting your dietary requirements.
Yeah. As a griffin, Winter is not ill imposed to meat.
But other than finding breakfast and stuff, you still have many ways you can, well, still celebrate or
Oh no, I can still hear you.
that's fine then. So there's even competitions that involve trying to maybe build a bridge across the river, or many other feats that require teamwork, or at least a team of skilled individuals to attempt to complete a task. There is even a one much of similar to a relay where it requires you to run through very different tasks and hurdles that are suited for certain individuals to get through compared to others, if you have the right team orientation, as an attempt for, well, to promote working together and unity, as this city has managed to do for quite a number of many hundreds of years.
I think at least Alexandra would be interested in a relay race.
Well, for that, you've got a simple just sprint in straight lines, which anyone can do. But there is a more specialist assault course that requires variations of skills to complete, be it for those who are strong, those who are acrobatic, or those that are able to solve puzzles or pick doors to or other means to get past certain possibilities. You do, though, require at least, at a bare minimum, a team of 3 or a team of maximum of 6.
Well, I suppose, like, I will, I'll try to find the 3 or the 2 that I've met and try to talk them into the race. See how they...
Okay, well, roll me a diplomacy check to see how long it's going to take you to track down these individuals. You probably can guess that you'll find the Snow Griffin fairly quickly, given their
Huge.
yes.
Yeah. Sorry, you said roll your diplomacy?
Yeah, as to represent gathering of information and talking to individuals, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, clearly you know the right people to talk to. You know how to. You give some good descriptions and regards to who you need to look for, and in very little time you're going to be able to track down who you're after. This is where you want to track down one of them and ask them for what you wish to ask them.
Alright, so I'll start with the Griffin, because it's the Snow Griffin.
But say we have 2 griffins.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, I was looking to participate in the relay race, and I thought I might as well start with a team I know, sort of. And you and Lionheart were the first 2 to come to mind.
I love that no one's saying my first name.
Well, I'm definitely willing to give it a try. Not sure how well a relay race. It could perhaps work.
Alright, and then I suppose we track down Aldrich and give him the same spiel.
Well, it won't take you too long because you are a skilled person to hunt down individuals who are milling around the streets. I have a feeling you'll probably find him somewhere sharing tales or possibly testing his strength in combat.
You'll find Ulrich arm wrestling someone.
There you go. Well,
Winter would be willing to be involved in that.
well,
Oh no.
well. Before this turns into just a massive game of arm wrestling, you would have your the pony you stayed with or spoke with last night, offering you the chance of a relay race. Would you be willing to take him up on this?
Would we be allowed to fly?
Well, it depends on the race, and you have to go and have a word with the judges in regards to what is allowed and what can be done.
Okay. Because without a doubt, Winter would know she would do much better in a relay if she would be allowed to fly.
Alexandrite knows she will be the opposite if he was.
Ulrich is definitely interested, and he goes, this might be fun.
I'm glad you think so.
It's a way to pass the time.
All right. Well, for this relay race, there are 6 challenges to overcome. One of them is to make it through a set of, in a sense, traps, hurdles, and stuff, which tests your reflex. Then you've got to make bounce and jump and a number of sort of very small posts and try and climb higher, which will test your acrobatics. You will then have
take off my armor for this.
you will have one that will test your climbing ability to climb up a sort of a knotted bit of rope up a bit of wood and down the other side. And they do specify you can't just fly over those challenges. You have to be on the ground.
Okay.
One of them which will test your ability to get past a locked or sealed hurdle, and you have to get past basically a locked door, however you see fit. Then you have a sprint, which they do specify you can fly with.
Okay.
And the final one. Final one. I have to try and remember what my final hurdle is. 1 second.
Is there an easy way to take off my armor temporarily? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, if you untick the box, it should just remove it for you. And the final one is solving of a puzzle, which will test your mental ability. So you can, as a group, you can split it evenly. So each of you have to complete 2 of those tasks in the relay, or you can spread it out so somebody has to do a little bit more compared to others. It is entirely up to you.
I will probably be better at the endurance parts.
Yes. I would probably want to. Winter would probably want to avoid the puzzle herself, saying that won't be her strong suit. But she is interested in sprinting and inquiries on whether or not any of them feel they could run or fly faster than she. Out of character, she can fly 40 feet in a turn.
Yeah. Without my armor, I can run 40 feet, and I have endurance.
Yeah. So does she, and she would also remove her armor for this challenge.
Ulrich would do the same.
I will probably not be good for the reflexes. And
Yeah.
another character, intelligence is my second worst stat, so
Yeah. And while Winter actually has decent dexterity, given her large size, it does put her at a disadvantage.
Well, the judge will say you will need to put your names down for what you're wishing to do, and once you are ready and have sorted out what each of you are competing in, let him know, and they will start the timer, and obviously let you run the relay. So,
let's see. What were the other things that we could have done?
basically, you've got one which will test your reflex if you run through some sort of like swinging traps that come towards you. One which will test your acrobatics as you try and sort of jump up poles and various things like that. You have a climbing challenge which requires you to climb up a wall. One that you need to try and get past a locked door, however you see fit. A sprint, or basically a bit of a run. And last but not least, a puzzle challenge where you have to try and solve a puzzle.
Okay, so everything I'm bad at.
Okay. Winter could probably try breaking through the door and then sprinting
That's what
in
I
that
was thinking
section.
also.
I could do the sprinting stuff, but all right. What else? No, let's see.
I could maybe try the climbing.
I can definitely do the climbing.
Okay.
Also, there's about a 1 to 20 chance I could do the puzzle because I got 10 int.
That's the same as me, so
Same as me.
we are not the smartest group.
You can
Average
also,
intelligence for the win.
you can also attempt wisdom, because wisdom is also a way of solving puzzles.
Oh yeah, then I can do.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do the
Yeah,
puzzle.
that shouldn't be too bad.
Wait, who's got the highest wisdom here?
Let me
Mine
check.
12. So.
14.
1 second.
All right. Then actually, yeah.
I just imagine we're like in a group, just like going, okay.
Who's good at this?
Okay.
Well, I'm not as bad as that one.
Alexandra, it's like, wait, you don't put tomatoes in fruit salad?
And one of them's the other Griffin's. Wait, you eat tomatoes?
She has 13 wisdom. Her best stats is 16 strength, 18 if she uses animal focus bull, 12 dex, which she could also increase. 14 dex, and then 15 constitution.
Yeah. 16 con, 16 charisma, 14 strength, then 12 wisdom, 10 intelligence, and 8 dexterity.
16 strength, 13 dex, 16 con, 10 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 8 charisma.
Well,
Yeah.
As you all flex your muscles and gloat about your various appearances, and a small crowd will stand watch as each of you sort of express your stats in a physical format.
Yes.
I'm okay.
Have you decided how you wish to split this up then?
I could do the climbing and puzzles.
Yeah. And I definitely think Winter could at least hopefully break through the locked door and then sprint across.
I could basically bull rush through the dexterity traps, I think. Given my high con and just...
So power through that, I mean that's technically a solution.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I've got it down in my head clearly. So who will be trying the reflex challenge?
Quick question.
Yes.
For the different challenges, mattering the time, but I have to double check. But would she be able to switch her animal focus during the competition?
You're a little bit too close to the mic. What was it you said?
Would she be able to switch her animal focus during the competition?
Whatever you choose, that will be what you take in. You won't be able to switch, I'm afraid.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess the big question is I can up my deck. She could up her strength to 18, dex to 16, or con to 17.
Well, I think we're all pretty good at con, so we don't need any more of that.
Yeah.
And again, with dexterity, even if it would be pretty high, her large side is a big disadvantage. So I'm thinking it would be best for her to focus on her strength and then her speed of flight.
Alright, so yeah, I think I'll try to bull rush through the reflexes. Basically, like,
Alright, so we have. So we're going to go with Alex for the reflex puzzle.
Yeah.
Okay, or challenge.
You're gonna.
Who's doing what else then? So I can make a note of it.
Yeah.
Ulrich's going to do the puzzles.
Also, so basically, we're in a Big Mac through the obstacles.
yeah.
Okay.
And I could probably do the endurance, or the, like, just the straight run part.
Well, it seems like everybody can do the run part. So I've got Alex for reflex. I have. I will try and remember how to pronounce. Yorick for puzzles. Who's doing the acrobatics challenge? That's probably going to be one what you guys have to decide.
You said you can increase your dexterity, right?
Yeah, to 16. Though again, there still will be a bit of a disadvantage. Let me actually check to see if I have anything in acrobatics. I could get that up to 16. Let me see.
There's also the climb challenge, right?
Yep, there's a climb challenge.
Yes.
I could probably do the con challenge.
Yeah. And even Winter probably could, particularly with her large talons, probably giving her a better grip.
Yeah.
Come on.
I feel like Duck's the most intelligent one of us, and we're like the one we're missing.
Well, you guys can punish him for not showing up. So everyone, be sure to tell Duck he's a bad duck for being late.
Yes. Trying to open it up. It's not cooperating fully with me.
Okay, so we got the reflex thing left.
No, you still
Yeah.
have reflex. You've got reflex, which will be Alex, who's just going to try and power his way through. You currently, I haven't got a name down for the acrobatics, the climb, the door, or the run. Clearly, people get saying,
Which
"Oh, I
I'm
could
going to
do
check
that,"
right now.
but no one said I'm
Right.
doing that.
I'm checking.
I'll do the climb one.
You do the climb one. Okay, I have you down for 2 so far, for puzzle and climb.
I can probably also do. Well, I mean, either me or Winter could probably do the door one, since we're we're
Yeah.
probably just gonna power through.
Yeah, my plan was just to plow through it.
You're gonna Kool-Aid man the door.
Yeah.
It's an option.
Yes.
That's basically our team here. It's just the Kool-Aid man. Like,
Team strategy. What is it? Run at them till they die.
Acrobatics. Shoot, it's not letting me see.
it should be under skills and.
Yep. And under adventure
Yeah.
skills.
Sorry, I was trying to do it on my mobile since my friend's in the other room. One moment.
I can have a quick look to see what's your.
Could we diplomatize the door?
You can attempt it. Winter, your acrobatics is currently standing at -1.
Okay, same as mine.
But that is because you are obviously at medium encumbrance. So if we quickly say you're dumping all your stuff, which you will be, that will put you... Oh, let's refresh that. See if that makes a difference.
No, did they also not put in the quadruped stuff? Or is that included?
Including it.
Okay.
Winter's carrying a lot heavier stuff because of her size.
Ah.
One moment.
No, it looks like it's still -1. I thought it might make a difference, but it does not. So yes, it sounds like you will be at a disadvantage for some of these challenges, but it is something that, well, as a group, you will have to try and overcome.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've still got 3 listings of tasks people want to try and achieve. It seems both of you can attempt the run, and it seems that you're going to throw Winter at the door. Is that correct?
Yes.
What do you think we brought the catapult?
So, one of you needs to become the winning victim for the acrobatics check, and the other one can take the easy run to victory.
Screw it. I'll do acrobatics.
Okay. I'll do the run then.
Alright, so you will leave Winter just for the door. Okay, so the order I have for everybody is this.
Yeah.
And this is the order the challenge comes in. So, when you hear the gong sound, the competition will, well, your run will start, and first up would be the reflex test.
Mm-hmm.
Now, basically, it's think of you've got to run across a sort of a single pole as ponies stand on platforms swinging sort of big bits of wood in your direction. You've got to try and dodge your way through. Now, I'm quite happy for you to attempt to, as you state, bull rush your way through, which will...
I got disconnected.
No worries. Which you can attempt to bull rush your way through, which will require a CMB check, if you wish to try that.
Great. I think you're breathing too close to the mic. You sound like Darth Vader. Alright, a CMD?
If you wish to bull rush your way through, yes.
Alright. I shall, how do I roll this?
You should go into attacks, and there should be one labelled CMB.
Alright.
Ooh, that was close to a 19. Alright, so you take off for the run. You manage to be able to get through the first 2 of them as they come swinging in, but on the third one, it does crack you in the side quite hard. And roll me a reflex save to see if you can attempt to stay on.
Alright.
+2 on saving throws against poison spells and spell abilities, or afraid not. And no, you are knocked into the mud that is waiting for you at the side. So you're now a little bit covered in mud, and things are a little bit more slippery for you, but you can keep going.
Alright, I will keep going and push on.
Alright, roll me that CMB check then again.
Alright.
See if you can plough your way through the last ones. Definitely more successful this time. You are just barely able to squeeze through and not be injured anymore. But the last one did give you a bit of a knock, and you feel at least a little bit dazed before you get to the next one. But thankfully, you're passed over to a fellow party member who can take it while you have a breather before you have to do a load of running.
Okay.
So, it is Yorick. You are doing an acrobatics check.
All right. This is not going to end well, but let's do it. And
Ooh. You start going. Your paw in this case, will slip, and you will potentially fall off. Roll me a reflex save, or you can attempt a fly check, being a griffin, to see if you don't fall off.
all right, let me just see. All right, let me just see which one I have higher.
Great, you're Darth Vader-ing.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Reflex save. So that would just be a raw d20.
Yeah. So reflex or fly, your choice.
Reflex. I got -3 to fly.
Ooh, yes. Reflex it is then.
Oh dear God!
Oh no! Well, you yourself end up splush in the muds. You definitely have the same look of mud covered as Alex there, but yet you still have to push on. You're able to get back up onto the thing, continue with your ability to try and get past the acrobatics check. You
I'm going to.
have to get past it.
I'll try again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh no!
Oh dear.
Orange, Jesus, you terrible person.
It does seem that they do not. Well, the dice gods do not want you to pass this this test. You attempt to go, but sadly the mud has definitely made things a lot more slippery and harder. If you can succeed on a difficult reflex check or a fly check, you will stay on there and still progress. If not, you're going to taste mud again, I'm afraid.
Alright, so. Wait, where is that reflex check again?
It should be under defences.
Whoa!
You clearly don't want to be splashed around in mud once again, so you are able to maintain your grip and regain yourself to the point where the basically the fail wasn't a fail. I still need at least one more acrobatics check, because you managed to stop yourself slipping off and gain a bit of distance, but you still need to at least get through with the acrobatics.
Alright, come on, come on. Drum roll, please. Hey!
Yes, you managed to get to the end of the hurdles as you jump up, and then what stands before you is a large wooden wall with a rope hanging on it.
I climb it. Wait. Also, I think there's something wrong, because with my strength, it's saying I have a -1 to climb.
Did you take off your armor?
I did. Yes, I did, but I may have not.
Let's have a quick look. Will you go to take off your armor? If you go to defenses, yeah, you still got your armor on.
Oh.
I'm just going to untick that. Go to skills, and we'll see. Yeah, there we go.
Alright.
You got 3 now.
Climb, 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 climb! Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Right, with the climb though, it looks like it's easy enough with the knotted rope, but it's clear somebody's put some grease on it, so it's not as easy as it first looks. Normally that would be plenty enough to climb up, but you're having a little bit of difficulty going. You haven't slipped off, but you haven't made too much distance. If you can try and succeed. Once again.
Ulrich will actually use his talons to actually grip into the rope even harder, like getting them inside the rope.
Okay, so you're using your claws and stuff like that to your ability.
Yep.
I was gonna say you should probably do that to the wall, not the rope, because snap.
Let me have a quick look.
It's not like going.
Alright.
Ulrich's not going into it. It's just kind of like gripping tightly, but trying to get.
Roll me a strength test with your claw grippiness there.
All right, come on, strength. What the hell?
I'm guessing that was a 2. Yes, it was. Yeah, RNG Jesus is not enjoying you today, I'm afraid. You don't gain anything with using your claws at this point in time, but you don't lose anything either at this point. So you still need to attempt one more climb check to see if you can get over the wall.
All right.
Unless you can come up with another way of trying to get over, which doesn't involve flying, because that's cheating.
I know what I'll do. I will actually. Yeah, I'm going to use my talons to actually what's the wall made out of? Wood.
Wood.
Yeah, I'll use my talons and paws my claws and paws to just grip into the thing and climb up.
So you're going to ignore the greased rope. You're just going to go straight for the wall.
Straight for the wall.
Okay, that makes. I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, thanks, Dustin, for the idea.
No problem.
All right.
You're basically gonna be a cat and climb up that way.
So it still requires a climb, but you're now using your natural born abilities, which does mean your DC is now 5 rather than 10.
And I just rolled 15.
Okay, yep. You power your way up there with utilising your claws, clinging in as you do. You scramble over the other side and land gracefully. Next, what stands ahead of you is the dreaded puzzle. So just on a table, nice and simply, can you solve this puzzle?
I thought that came later.
Nope, the order was given just a little bit higher in the chat.
Ulrich is going to try to think like a wise old bird and use a wisdom check. It's not like using numbers and stuff. It's thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
And I roll a freaking 4.
Well, it does appear that this puzzle is a little bit more difficult. You can definitely see that many others who are still doing this one nearby, and you've are clearly having some difficulty with this. It is meant to be quite challenging.
Alright.
So
Then
you can either utilise knowledge skills to try and get around it if you believe you have something which will help you.
Yeah.
Right, you're earning to the mic. Right?
Sounds like it sounded like you ate the mic.
Yeah.
Maybe go to push to talk.
I'm sorry.
So
Alright.
you can, if you believe you've got any background skills or knowledges that may help you, you could attempt them, but it will need to be something with problem solving or something like that. If not,
I got
wisdom.
I gotta use wisdom. Alright, come on, baby.
Come on.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh.
I hate the number 2.
Better than 1 as the loneliest number.
But it's 2. It's like you don't gain any losses from it, but you still know it's bad.
Yeah.
At least you could laugh at a critical fail, like.
Alright. I would like to try one more time.
You may try one more time.
9.
9. You almost got it, but you just messed up at the last little bit. It's very frustrating. You were so close. You could almost
I'm
taste
just
it.
Can one of
imagining
us
the Rubik's
kind of
Cube.
take over and help?
Ooh,
Like
well,
a challenge?
well, you are nearby waiting for the to run through the door, so
Yes.
you can quickly step in if you wish to try to help. So you can
If that
offer
were...
an assistance. You can attempt
Okay.
a wisdom check to help.
Just
Okay,
shout.
1 moment. If, of course, he'd be willing of such help.
Or it depends.
Sorry.
It's fine. Freaking. Oh my. It's the return of the weighted dice. What the hell?
I mean,
Again?
if you can think of a different way to solve the puzzle, I'm quite happy for you to come up with more inventive ways to do it.
Cut the puzzle in half.
Flip the table?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
well, the apparently Winter comes at it at a slightly different angle and goes, "Wait a minute, we're looking at this wrong," and finds I don't know, maybe the hidden little lever would basically just lets you move that last little piece of the correct location, so you finish.
This will hurt Ulrich's pride. He now feels like trash.
I believe Winter. There's a door with your name on.
Okay. First off, she uses Animal Focus Bull to increase her strength by 2, making it 18.
Okay. Is there anything else you wish to do with this poor door before, or prepare yourself before you run at it?
Just charge the. Basically, she'll just charge the door with a battle cry. That was actually something I was gonna have her do first, but I forgot. She's actually gonna give a battle cry to in part maybe demoralize the competition if she's able.
The door is surprisingly slightly intimidating.
Well, it was more for those around her.
Oh yeah. Well, it definitely intimidates the other competitors.
She bull rushes that door quite more than just normal bull rush, since she was using the aspect of the bull, but yeah, so she charges right through that.
I believe that's an 18 with the bull rush ability, or the aspect
Yeah.
of the bull. You run straight at that door, scaring everybody else around. You hit the door. There's a clear noise of the door just sort of splintering upon impact, as the griffin just sort of hits the door frame, which is definitely smaller than her, and you just basically shatter the actual framework as well, sending bits of door scattering everywhere, into the crowd, into some of the other competitors. You definitely get to the other side, looking mighty proud of yourself. Somebody nearby definitely hears the referee go, "I'm going to need a new door."
Creative solving.
So worth it. Okay.
So the door has exploded. It then comes down to our final one, which is was marked down as Alex for his run.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be Winter running, but sprinting. But okay.
It's fine. You helped solve the puzzle, and then
Yeah.
exploded a door.
We literally could not have done the puzzle without you.
That's like everyone. Probably.
All right. So It's just an all-out sprint, basically. It's basically what we're going for. It will be a is it for pushing yourself with your running? I believe that is a fort save.
All right.
It does get classed as non-lethal damage when you are basically forcing yourself to run more, so you do get your +4 for endurance.
Okay. Sweet. So. So.
Blah, blah, math 27.
Yes.
So you power through with that one, with your sprint. Definitely, despite your extra weight as a gem pony, you charge forward. I believe your movement speed is 40 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not wearing armor, so you can do a full-out run straight forward, and you will make it towards the end in sort of almost what seems to you no time at all. There is somebody at the other end. You see that somebody was there with an hourglass. They turn it on its side to stop it trickling the sand when you break the ending, and they will note something down on a piece of paper there indicating what your time is.
Just I would like to just eyeball the hourglass to see okay, what was the time that was?
So you're trying to work out how much it would be. So
Yes.
roll me perception.
All right, perception. That's a nat one.
Oh god, it took you forever.
Okay.
Oh no, or it might be the other side. So you've done it almost no time at all. You're not sure. You can't remember which way round it was.
Yeah. When did they turn the thing?
But you definitely left an impression on at least the door for certain.
Yeah.
You could definitely. They're currently in the process of got some carpenters there trying to put up a new door. One of the referees will offer you the door handle as a souvenir, Winter.
Thanks. Sorry about breaking the door.
No, it's fine, it's fine. We were expecting at least some people to break it. Maybe not to that degree, but we were expecting some people to break it, yes.
It was satisfying, though.
I'm sure it was. But they will hand you over the...
Winter actually wonders whether or not that will change some people's impression of how scary she can be.
Well, even the door was intimidated by your charge, so... You aren't quite sure how well it went. You know, as a group, there were some hiccups, but there were some good successes as well.
I blame Warren Jesus.
I mean, it doesn't help that none of us are reflexive or intelligent.
Yeah, and that intelligence roll, despite Winter not just having average intelligence, oh yeah, I just figured out that puzzle.
Well, I would have also accepted I smashed the puzzle and then reassemble it.
Oh.
Because technically that's solving.
Yes.
But
Jesus Christ! Still single numbers.
oh, here you go. Let's clear the dice cache.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
My God.
26 intimidation. That I'm proud of
all the
that roll.
dice.
Yes. I'm like, you guys should really have 3D dice on just so you can see this.
Not a single one of those was a crit, I think, right?
There's more further down because it only displays so many, but there's definitely 2 1s in there. All right. So you guys have mixed feelings about how well that went, but you definitely, in certain aspects of the competition, you had left some impressions in regards to your run through the hurdles. If you wish, there is some other ones which you could attempt at. There is a group tug of war type thing where basically you've got to try and pull the other team into the mud and see if you can succeed on that.
Oh God!
You seem to be enjoying your mic once again, Gray.
Sorry. It's headphones and the built-in mic. Yeah, she'd be willing to test her strength at
Yeah,
the
I
tug of
think
war.
we'd be way better at that.
Just
Oh no, I'm probably just gonna roll single digits again.
Well, I mean, at least it'll be a team effort. So if we all roll single digits, then it'll be bad.
Yeah. And again, she'll make sure to go at it like a bull.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. So you all, as a group of three, are going to have a try at the tug of war or man of war, whatever it's called.
Alexandrite will probably be at the end because I think he weighs the most because he's a gem pony.
Maybe. I mean, Winter is quite large.
Yeah.
Yes, when you're a large creature, I mean, they can easily weigh close to a ton. But you being a gem pony, you can also get quite close to that weight as well.
The weight that I randomly rolled was 660 pounds.
There we go.
I haven't had a chance to roll weight yet.
So currently the gem pony weighs the most.
I'd have to double check to see what. I think the Griffin's Everglow book would have the weight, but with her being a large creature, that would have to be increased by some degree.
Probably has the things through different aspects. Let me see here.
Well, it won't matter too much in regards to your weight where each of you will go. So you all want to go have a go at tug of war.
Yep.
Let's have a look-see.
With her 18 strength through animal focus.
Okay. Test of. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so what I want you to do with this, you each basically roll a strength test. And I will compare it to your competitors. If you get within 5 of each other, none of you gain ground. If you get more than 10, you just outright pull them into the mud.
Okay.
So, and basically what you do, each of you roll strength and add your score together.
That'd be 7. Oh, so 18 or 28. Winter will not be happy with that strength.
All right, let's see if I can roll another single digit, or just roll 21.
Okay. So that would be 49.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm hoping this doesn't horribly go wrong.
Wait, no, that's 48.
Oh.
No, bull strength. And add the +1 modifier.
Okay.
Well, it seems your opponents rolled atrociously.
Winter will still not be happy with how well she was doing with that, even if they did win.
Well, with who you attempted to compete against, You just yanked them and they just went straight into the mud. One of them even landed on your side because you yanked it so hard they just went flying over to your side.
Yeah, I think we should just stick with this type of competitions.
Indeed. It seems I'm just having an off day in the knowledge department.
The other sort of test of strength they've got is sort of one where you can smack onto a bit of wood and it sends a bit of metal up and you've got to try and hit the bell at the top.
Ah, okay. Winter will try that.
If you guys want to see how well you do with that.
Sure, we'll just have a friendly competition with that one.
Seriously?
Obviously, you...
She tosses the... she's not happy. She gives a growl of frustration.
You were obviously off-center where you were meant to hit it, so you didn't quite hit it in the right place, clearly.
Would you be able to try again?
Well, one of your friends would have to try first.
Okay.
With that hit, the bell that goes up and it almost hits the bell at the top, but just doesn't quite hit it.
Ulrich would also like to try this.
Go for it. You give it a smack. It goes just about halfway up.
Again?
It's fully open. You can have another go if you wish.
Better, but...
It goes up. It goes about halfway.
The son of the Lionheart family will not be defeated by...
It goes up, ting, hits the top to indicate you hit the bell, and falls back down.
You get a teddy bear.
The person running it will make a note of your name in regards to ringing the bell. Ooh.
Okay. Now how about Alexandrite?
Sure, I'll give it another go.
Pretty much, exactly in the same one, just short of hitting the bell.
Would the pony in charge allow Winter to try again?
They're more than happy to let you try once more. As they turn around and say to you, "Well, third time's the charm."
She will not be happy.
Alright.
He does say, "Well, it doesn't seem that this is your best game. It looks."
Well, might as well try.
I destroyed a door and I can't even have the little metal thing go up to the bell.
Oh, that uses different types of strength.
Well, this is...
You use your entire body for the door. Oh, that looks like a single... Oh, no!
Oh, what did you roll?
21.
21.
I thought it was a single digit from the size of the...
It goes up. You hear the twang, and it hits it quite hard, and the bell rings quite loud there as you send it up, hitting it.
She will not be outshone by her companions.
They will take down your name as well in regards to making the bell ring.
Okay, this challenge definitely put Winter in a bad mood. And she'll kind of storm off.
Alright. Is there a pie eating contest?
There's all sorts of contests. There's definitely a pie eating contest.
I'm going to try that one.
Winter's pride has been hurt.
You've been beaten by a... I'm trying to remember what that type of game is called. Ring a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go into attempt to eat lots of pies if you wish.
Okay.
So, with the pie or food eating contest, your Your constitution bonus is how many pies you can eat before you need to start making checks, and then what you need to do is start making checks for each pie after that, and it starts out at DC 10 and will increase by 2 for each pie you eat past your con score modifier.
So my con
Winter will
modifier is 3.
So
Winter will definitely be channeling the bear with this.
all right, so you can eat 3 pies before you start need to making your checks. Who else is taking part?
Heyo.
Now,
Okay, so you're all going to start eating pies by the sounds of things.
yeah. Now that's with the consideration of 17 Constitution, right?
Well, what's your bonus? Was that 3?
Well, oh, yeah, I guess that would be 3.
So it'll be a big bonus of 3 then. So you can eat 3. And how about Yurik? How many can you eat before you have to make checks?
I can eat also 3.
So you all are. So you each get to your 4th pie, and you need to make the con checks to see if you can continue eating your pies.
Alright.
And would endurance have any help in this?
Endurance would have some help, yes.
Yay!
Yay.
Alright.
Oh,
I'm not sure how much of a bonus endurance will offer, but that was really good.
yeah, that was a...
I want to shoot the number 2.
Oh dear. It appears you. Well, Winter just in one go it's gone. Didn't even chew, just nom.
She's overcompensating for the strength 10.
She
And-
somehow ate the tin as well.
Yeah. Alex, you will find you chewed your way through your first pie, but I'm afraid Griffin Lionheart, you were not able to get through your 4th one and would have to pull out at this point.
Shame.
Yeah,
I
Should we
feel
go to the 5th
shame.
pie?
it's it's on to the 5th pie.
Alright.
Griffin is well ahead here.
Keep on getting average scores for this one.
Alright, both of you are able to chew down on your 5th pie. Clearly, Winter not caring at all and just numbing your way through that. Didn't even blink again. 6 pies. Both of you are able to chew down on your 6 pie without, again, any issues.
Okay, and then
Oh.
whatever endure.
Winter, with your 20 from your first roll, that will help you avoid the first failure you get, so you will be able to pass this one.
Yay.
Alex, you get through a good portion of that pie, but suddenly you get the strange feeling that the pie you've just eaten doesn't want to still be eaten any longer. And you are reintroduced to your pie once again. You could try to overcome this with a fort save, though.
I will attempt to overcome it with a fortitude save. Defenses.
Lucky for you, you and the audience is not reintroduced to your pie, so you do have to stop on your 6th or 7th. Was that? I've lost count.
6th, I think.
Yeah, you do have to stop at your 6th pie, but you at least regain your composure.
Mhm.
Does our Griffin want to try for their 7th. It appears your 7th is where you are stopped in your tracks. But despite that, you still managed to eat 7 pies overall.
Yay.
Definitely a feat in itself.
I don't think I want to see a pie again.
Yes. They weren't all just the same flavour pies. You were given different flavours: apple pie, rhubarb pie. The Griffins were given some meat pies as well, where you would have been given a vegetable variation on the pie, as being a gem pony. They're not going to be mean and make you eat meat. But
help Winter feel a little bit better, being able to out eat others.
You chewed your way through that with ease. Well, and you're definitely feeling nice and full. You won't need probably any food until tomorrow at this rate. Was there any other type of games that you might want to go looking for?
Let's see. What else is there?
Well, like I said, you can come up. You can go looking for something, and there probably will be here.
I want to go play. Ulrich is going to go look for like a version of the Ponyfinder version of Whack-A-Mole.
Oh, so you've got to try and hit things as they come up as you do it.
Yes.
Yep. There will be something like that going on. So with that, because you've got to be quick, it will require reflex to try and hit as many as you can.
All right.
One moment.
Alexandrite will join in since this is now just a fun group activity.
You're going around playing all the carnival type games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
One
Reflex
moment.
save. Hey!
Yep. You You start whacking them down. I believe it's Whack-A-Gemnol, and you pretty much hit all of them, but you do miss a few. But you get a good amount of them.
All right.
Okay. So, Winter's going to channel the tiger this time to give her a +2 bonus to dexterity.
Man, you could just cheat at all these with your aspects.
Yeah. Admittingly, I'll have to double check if there's a limit to how many times you can do it a day.
It's part of being a hunter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Knowing YouTube, someone will comment on it.
There'll be comments down in the bottom, the doobly-doo of everything we've done wrong. Your reflex save to see. I mean, both Alex and Yorick
Winter.
have so
Ulrich.
far been Ulrich. Yeah, that's it. Have so far performed equally as good as each other, but Winter will step up to the plate.
I'm not sure.
You would give yourself +1 to your dex, don't you? So that will give you +1 reflex save.
So not quite as well.
Not quite as good, yes. 1 second, I've just got to go and remove an item my kittens are playing with.
All right.
Thank you. Alright, they're now glaring at me because I removed it from them. Alright. So not quite as good, but your speed with your knocking of the Whack-A-Gemnol is still very good.
Shall we all do another round?
If you all want to have one more
Sure,
try.
just to see who outlasts each other. Who gets the high score?
You can each have one more turn. That's perfectly fine.
All right.
Ooh.
It looks like Jim Pony Alex was not as good on their second go. And at least it wasn't.
At least beat Ulrich.
At least it wasn't a 2. That's at least something.
Yes.
9.
Well, a shocking turn of events. It turns out to be our Gem Pony, with their -1, who was the best. I think everyone's shocked there, and definitely would not have been able to put your money on that one.
So what do you want to do?
Go get some food.
No.
Those pies definitely. Well, at least you two will sit heavy in your stomach.
I was actually thinking if there was like a falconry contest or something with animals.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be those sort of things. You've got dogs that you can try and help through obstacle course. You also have other smaller animals which will have to try and get them to go and fetch things and bring them back to you. Most definitely things like that.
Sure. I'll go to one of those.
Let's
Like
see.
that animal. Or handle animal.
Ulrich is gonna go get food.
No, like I said, there are plenty of vendors around who sell all sorts of different types of meat and what have you, all the way from bits of beef, bacon, pork, chicken, all that sort of lovely food.
Winter might be willing to go along to get a drink.
Okay, well they're at the concession stand. I will at least go. I'll do the dog show thing.
Dog show, good old dog shows. Alright, so obviously you didn't come with your own pet, so they do provide you a trained dog to do the little dog show that they've got going on there in the obstacles. It is a trained dog, so you. I believe you at least successfully get it to obey your commands and get through the hoops and everything else like that. It performs admirably, but it didn't. The dog didn't clearly push itself to its full potential. It just sort of went through it as it was like a practice run for itself, rather than it was its full-on competition. But you did it without any mistakes or anything like that. But wasn't enough to really stand out, be spectacular. But definitely those people who are watching, you got some hoof stomps and claps in regards to what you did.
All right. Only thing I can. Oh,
No, carry on.
I was like, the only thing else I can think of that I'm probably be good at is knowledge nobility, which I'm trying to think of how to rub that in.
Oh, you want to? Well, there is sort of things you can go and what they've got is like some large family or nobility bloodlines that you can go and research and try and fill in the gaps to see if you can work out the nobility line. And it's more of like a research type of thing where you have to work out how a particular family's spread and what have you. So that's the sort of thing you would be able to do to show off your research skills.
Sure, I will do that.
Well, before you go off and do that, what are our two griffins doing who are off for food and drink?
Winter challenges Ulrich to a drinking contest.
I have a feeling you'll win just because you'll get drunk slower because you're bigger.
One notable thing is we both have endurance, so that'll make a difference.
I don't believe endurance helps with drinking. I could be wrong.
All right, screw it. Why not?
Oh.
After Ulrich eats probably meat or something, he's like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Alcohol counts as a poison technically, so
Yeah.
anything which helps against poisons will help against alcohol. So,
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I wish I was in there because I have my
yeah.
plus defenses.
So, so you go for a drinking contest. So again, I believe you both have a +3 Constitution score. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. They're probably going to roll higher than me. Just telling you right now.
Yeah. Now, would I be allowed to use the animal folk? I'm gonna double check to see how often I can use that.
I have just looked. You can use it a number of times a day equal to your level. No, sorry. You can use it.
It's been more than that.
Yeah, you can use it a number of minutes per day equal to your level. So you use it for 1 minute. This duration does not need to be consistent, but must be spent in 1 minute increments. So you can do it once.
So yeah, we more than
Yes.
Yes. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. You've tapped out for now, so you're based on your own personal endurance at this point now.
So the con?
Let me have a quick look. So inebriation, beverage.
I think normally it's just a fort save.
Yes, I believe it is a fort save because it is because obviously you're trying to resist poison here. So our Griffin, you would need to. Oh, sorry. Our larger Griffin, you would need to roll the fort save before our Lionheart because he's got a higher con score. Because he's got a +4, you have +2.
Wait, it actually says I have a total of 6 fortitude. Bonus.
Yes, but what is your con score though? Because the number of drinks you can have before you start needing to make checks is dictated by your con.
It's 15.
15, and you're
2.
So you're 2, and Lionheart, you are 17. Did you say?
16.
16. So you're at +3.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Trust me, you're going to outroll me. It's been happening. Oh.
Okay, so she has her 2 drinks.
Yep. You have your 2 drinks, but then you have to make your fortitude save for your 3rd. Okay.
Okay.
You are starting to feel tipsy on your 3rd drink. On the plus side, you do increase some stats because obviously as you get drunk you don't feel as much pain and stuff like that. But it does become harder to. Well, it's going to become slightly harder.
Okay.
But so on to the 4th drink. So both of you would need to roll for that one.
All right. Of course.
Well, you're feeling tipsy at this point. But how does Winter perform with her 4th drink?
Almost crit.
Well,
Oh, that's a reflex.
and you rolled a Constitution check. You want to roll a Fortitude save?
No, sorry.
No, I mean.
Let's try that again.
No, I mean Lionheart. You rolled a Constitution check. You want a Fortitude save?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will reflex.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Winter, you are on 11, and you're on 14. So, sorry to say, Winter. You obviously don't. You've never really had too much in regards to alcohol being your past life. You were never really allowed near it or to have it. So clearly, this is the first time you've really indulged quite heavily with this. You're now entering sort of what will be considered the second stage of drunkenness. You technically...
Another! I'm having fun!
Yeah, you're definitely having fun. You do take, from just sort of the alcohol itself, you do take 8 points of non-lethal damage to this. And any further saves to do with alcohol is with a -2 penalty.
Okay.
So it's all downhill from here, as they say.
Shoot.
But
And
It's just like, is there a way I can get Alexandrite into this?
so for the fifth drink, the DC will be
she'll probably.
15 this
Well,
time.
if she fails this, she's probably gonna fall unconscious.
Probably yes. So DC
Let's see that.
15 this time.
Let's see that too. Or
Worse.
crit fail.
Yes. Well, you definitely fail. So you've entered the first stage of drunkenness. You feel tipsy and everything.
Hey, where'd that Ulrich guy go?
Never mind, Alexandrite might not be the designated driver.
Well, if you didn't sadly have a -2 to all of your alcohol-based checks, you would have passed. What happens here? Stage 3. After failing this one, you're taking -2 to all of your stats at the moment. I need another fort save, or you will pass out.
Okay.
I think this is the last of our competitions for today.
Okay, you are still conscious, and you're going to take
Very
even
good.
more negatives when you get any further this, because you're at -2 to all of your saves, so all your stats.
Let's go find Ulrich.
But you're both still standing, technically speaking, so you can keep going.
No. I think at this point it's pretty obvious they had too much.
So you're gonna go. You're gonna just call it quits there and admit that you're the loser then.
Because
Well,
of
maybe she could try to grab a drink, but it slips out of her claw.
I'm not the loser, I just didn't win.
Because of Ulrich's pride, he has to drink one more to confirm to himself that he won.
All right. DC 60. All right. You
Yay!
you will also take -2 to any more alcoholic-based saves, and will take 4 points of non-lethal damage just from sort of general drunkenness to your body. But you are technically winning because you're in the lead. If Winter does not wish to drink another, then you would class yourself as victor.
You win, my friend.
Yay! I really like this competition. You know, just Winter so happy to be talking to another Griffin. So
I
all
wish
the
I
other
had a
Griffins,
drunk monk.
they think I'm weird because I'm partially undead. You get me. I appreciate you.
And I had a lot of fun too. First time ever doing something like that.
Except for the words come out a lot more drunk than as
True.
they were spoken, and you might only made out every other word.
I'm really happy. Wait, sir.
Yeah.
I think this is
So
an
you find
Alexander.
Orc?
Oh yeah. Looks in a mirror. Wait, found him.
I think this is when Alexandrite comes in and goes, "Yep, time for you to go home."
Hey, that was right. You know, you look.
Alexandrite.
You look delicious.
Hmm?
I look like I'm made out of gems.
The thing is, I haven't had pony before, so what do you guys taste like?
How am I supposed to know?
Because it's you people, and yeah. Pardon me. He's going to throw up in a sec for a sec. I'm good. I'm good, but yeah.
All right, Alexandrite's going to kind of push him out of the bar.
Wait, I thought I had a hat.
You didn't.
Dang it. I never fall for the don't have a hat trick.
Well, given how bad obviously Lionheart is, winter would be a whole lot worse in regards to trying to walk in a straight line. Straight lines don't exist for winter.
So yeah, she's bumping into things, or like giggling to herself.
It took her about 5 attempts to get out of the door, and even that required help. Thankfully, she didn't make her own door because that almost happened. But you will eventually manage to navigate your way out of the tavern.
Could I do heal checks just to try to sober them up?
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
You would need something. The only way you can do this with magic would be with neutralized poison.
Yeah, which being a level 1 paladin, I do not have.
Yes. Surprisingly enough, not many clerics will go around removing drunkenness from individuals.
Especially at a fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just play Team Mom here and just try to push him out of the.
They're going to be fairly merry for quite a while.
Let's go flying.
We are here. Drink your beer.
But there are plenty of other drunks around who will definitely be merry and stuff, and probably share in the drunken sing-songs as they walk past or stumble into each other as you wander around the streets wherever you may be trying to reach, be it your previous camping sites or just wander around looking at all of the wonderful colours of the or watching the various entertainers that
There
are
be
working.
Duck.
Is it me or do I see a four-legged duck?
There be duck.
Oh, there will be a duck.
I will strike you down with great foulness.
He's gonna have a shock and a half when he gets on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you said about Duck hugging you? I think Duck's about to be hugged by a big, fluffy white griffin.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, fellow bird.
Duck.
You're the weirdest griffin I've seen.
I want to eat your brains.
Hello.
Why are you so small?
Why do you smell like chicken?
You with us, Duck?
Hi.
Hello.
All right.
Both our griffins are drunk.
The griffins are drunk. Hide.
So,
Winter decided to challenge Ulrich to a drinking, Lionheart to a drinking contest.
yes, the rest of the group have been enjoying the festival and the many, many things you can do with such things, including getting very drunk. Probably one of the things that probably catch their attention as they are stumbling through the streets at this point probably would be a small-looking pony type / duck thing, just sort of, well, probably in the streets, who was trying to do some entertainment of some sort. I'm gonna go with
Small duck.
Okay. What sort of entertainment?
Duck is very quiet on my end.
Hello.
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 There we go.
Quack!
Wah.
Ducky!
Okay. I
God,
shall answer that question. Answer your performance question with a there we go.
Ah, a string
Instruments.
instrument.
And Winter
Or-
will clap her claws.
Ulrich will. Oh, sorry. Ulrich will go and try to fly to the rhythm.
Yeah. Winter will also try dancing.
Oh God.
How much of a negative do I have to fly?
Well, currently you are -2 to all your stats, and you -2 to any check you attempt. So
You're
you've
already
got at least
-3 to
additional
fly.
-3 to your stat.
Alright, I have -2 then, because I got +1 to fly. So, I'll just... We...
Well, you're definitely like. Well, you sort of. It's more of like you're hopping, but flapping your wings as you do it.
We...
Yeah. As you attempt to do some flying as well as dancing at the same time.
Alexander is
Adorable.
just gonna kind of face hoof.
Also, I'll be right back.
Yep.
We don't know what else to roll for dancing.
Well, despite your drunkenness, you do take like minus. So you only got a 15, but I mean you seem to be a very graceful drunk when you dance. A graceful dancer when you're drunk. I mean you probably grab an innocent bystander and sort of flail them around as you dance. But it's fairly good for an actual drunk person, minus the poor pony you're probably attempting to dance with.
Definitely
Okay,
dancing
that was
better
going
than Dolan.
Well, to the party, I will. I don't have perform, though.
Well, you also are gratefully sober, so you don't have to dance.
I suppose Duck would be really happy to see that there is what I assume is one drunken player and 2 others dancing to song suddenly.
No, there's definitely there's one drunken person dancing. There's one drunken person attempting to like hop fly, and one of them standing there face surfing. You also have a crowd of other individuals listening to you play to your music as well, as it's very nice sounding music.
Very nice.
I I wish to take the time to quack very loudly.
You can definitely quack as much as you wish. I mean, it does get some odd looks from some of the people listening, but, well, they're happy to pay the price of hearing you crack, even though given the nice music you are playing.
I'm totally playing my signature song, the duck song. To see if anybody has any grapes.
Oh, the water.
Have any what?
Grapes, bro.
Alexandrite will toss a coin to Duck. Gold.
How much money are you throwing at Duck?
I'm looking to see how much money I actually have on me. Helps if I look at the right area. I have 45, so I'll toss 5 gold coins.
Winter only has 2 copper.
Wait, Alexandrite. She's not asking for money. She's asking for grapes.
Take your pick.
But with money, she can buy grapes.
Would Duck accept hug?
Duck, I think you've been asking, will you accept a hug?
Is this in character?
Yes.
I give you a hug. This is.
Okay.
Um,
Big, giant, large, owly, furry hug.
You are lost inside a mass of feathery furs of a snow griffin, as this snow griffin is large in size and you are small. You're just sort of lost somewhere in the feathers.
And what's funny is that when she's somber, she's not really gonna like hugs.
Alexandrite's going to go, okay, let the poor pony breathe.
Kind of pops out of the fur. I'm not a pony.
Yeah, she's a duck. Like, look, she looks like a duck. And I'm probably too drunk, and I think she's got 4 legs.
Cute duck.
Quack 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 quack. And Point Duck kind of releases the hug, and pulls out a loaf of bread. Do you guys want bread?
Oh, hell yes.
No thanks. I just had like 7 pies.
I don't think I'd be able to have any.
I'm looking toward the 2 drunkest ones, really.
Yeah,
I think you really need bread.
I would love bread.
I guess try blood.
I break a loaf in half. And
then
here's
bread.
Oh,
Awesome.
You were handed, Winter, you were handed about what would be considered a mouthful of bread.
She steps looking at it before popping it into her mouth. Or
I'm sorry for interrupting your performance. My companions are, as you can tell, a little inebriated.
We're happy.
the happy juice.
Yeah.
I like the happy juice.
Oh.
Rolls his eyes. Dolan rolls his eyes at this and just kind of looks over. Don't give her the happy juice.
I can't even think of what made me angry.
Yeah, I thought it was something about, like, a rope. That doesn't make senses.
I blew up a door. I blew up a door.
Yeah, you blew up a door. Yeah.
Yes. I went right through it. It went all over the place.
Yeah. Just like my village's respect for my family.
But
Alexandra,
at least you still have a family.
Not just 2 griffins on the floor crying.
have this interaction. Oh, you're orphans too, and summon dessert. And here's your ice cream, and now we're friends.
Yeah.
You have just been given ice cream.
Duck is friend.
Duck is not his friend, not food.
One kind of lands on Duck's head.
How do I eat the cream of ice?
Eat it before it disappears. So
Put it in your mouth.
Oh, yeah. He takes the bowl and shoves it in his face.
There's ice cream everywhere.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm sure the bowl is actually pretty small for Winter, right?
Yeah, probably would be.
So yeah, she'd probably just gobble it up. Probably wouldn't take many bites.
suppose aside from drunk Griffins and things like that, I should ask what I kind of missed.
Them running many challenges and the dice gods not liking them.
Yeah. Carnival games.
Except for the whole blowing up the door and actually having such a high intimidation that Winter somehow intimidated the door.
Yes, the door was very scared right up to the moment it exploded everywhere.
And I think you rolled the only crit too on eating a pie.
Yep.
Fun, like fair, like challenges. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Oh, and when we did tug of war, our opponents went flying.
Because we all invested in strength and not wisdom or intelligence.
Winter did solve the puzzle, though.
Yes.
I mean, I would not have been a lot of help in
See, they don't like us.
That will. We are all like.
Oh dear.
was a bad roll.
Oh, it was. Yes, we have been getting a few twos recently.
Yes.
Well, Tim, you've just arrived, Duck. Before you were introduced to the wonderful griffins here, what sort of things would Duck be doing around the city to basically maybe gain some fame and fortune amongst the crowds and stuff, with a possible chance of being sort of catching the interest of certain individuals?
Well, being the bard that she is, and kind of a mystic prancer in a way, I know she'd probably be doing this more unintentionally than not. She has technically the ability to fascinate people and just make them follow her. I mean, you probably wouldn't necessarily use that, but like she would just be kind of like playing around and
Isn't that supposed to be
trying
for
to-
small creatures, though?
really is. That's why I'm saying it. Probably like she probably wouldn't even like try to do this really, but she'd try to get people to like parade around with her while she plays with the little duck. That's what she does.
Tell me return and smile, smile, smile.
Sure.
Yes.
Pinkie Pie around
I'm
the
sure
town.
Dave.
It does. Yeah, as long as you keep fascinating for standard action, you can basically get Faye within 20 feet. DC
Yeah.
to resist is 10 plus half your level plus charisma modifier. So it's going to be pretty. So that's at least DC 6. No, 5. Yeah, 16.
Winter tries flying into the
So,
air.
against most common village folk or civilians, yeah, you'll be able to get a small crowd of people, but you can only do it once per day. So you could do it once, have a laugh, get a load of people follow you around for a bit. But what sort of skills and abilities would you do? There's a number of challenges which revolve around showing off your knowledges. So you basically like write a little like research paper type of thing, or complete certain tasks that require you to look up and put down information. Or there's quite a number of stages for performers and all those sort of things to be set up and around. So there's plenty of opportunity to do that in the various places around the city.
Well, one of the things I guess more professionally she would try to do is write a good composition and then
So
play it. I guess would be one thing.
yeah, you can write one of those and play it slash enter it as a art piece.
If I did the roll for that, oof. Right.
Okay.
Like I said, the dice haven't been with everybody today, and obviously they're punishing you for being late.
I understand.
um,
I feel like I'd probably improvise, play whatever's on that piece a lot better than written.
Yep. Yep.
what were you performing with? I suddenly have the idea of what Pinkie Pie did with all the instruments.
Well, the instrument I have is a lute.
So you'll be using your lute for
Yeah.
31. Okay. Well, with your lute playing, you gather quite a large crowd in one of the days, just for whatever piece of music you play in regards to that lute. And with just that lute playing alone, you would make 17 gold pieces for people who would give you money overall. It would be a mixture of silver as well as gold as well as copper, but you would make 17 gold itself just from that. Well, from that, and it definitely gains a lot of people's interests and what have you, and they'll be walking away. 1 second, I'm about to lose a load of chess pieces.
Winter would also dance the music.
The thing that would kind of separate Duck from any of the other bards there are any here is the fact that
Right.
this,
Sorry
which
about
means
that.
don't.
So, as I was saying, you would have gotten the attention of a number of people, and somebody would have come over and inquired about who you are a little bit more, your name, and they clearly would have taken that information. So there was somebody of importance that were looking for talented individuals such as yourself. But they don't say much
Okay.
more than just take down your information
It's fair. Hug anyway.
at this point. They will. You probably go and hug them. They'll be like, okay, and sort of give you a nice little pat, as they probably weren't expecting a hug.
Yeah. The awkward, like, oh, this is happening now.
Yeah, type of thing.
And Winter danced to the music.
Only
this was in the
except
past.
because Duck looks like a child. But the big thing that would separate her from everybody else is the fact that she's a duettist. So like she's literally performing.
With her duck. Yeah.
Little duck is dancing as you play the music.
And technically speak, which is hilarious.
Actually, I kind of wonder what it would be like if Winter were to try to have the little duck in his her paw or claw,
You probably would lose it. You
like how small the duck would be.
Yeah, like,
you probably just like, where's the duck gone? Because it will sit in your hand and it will just be disappeared in your fur. You'll be like, it was there a moment ago. And then it will just appear out the top on top of your head and you'll be like, where's the duck? I can't see it anywhere.
I feel like he'd be used to it though because Duck is taking like all of those like short leg fluffy fur feet.
True. right. So, given everyone's obviously drunken escapade and everything else, and it's getting sort of closer once again to nightfall, and most of the, as I said, inns are taken up by other people who got there or have rooms already booked, so you would have to camp once again just on the outskirts of the city, just outside its walls, where a number of the campsites have been set up for individuals such as yourselves to set up and enjoy the festivities, but still have somewhere to sleep and stay. Again, you guys are shown the same sort of area as you are staying here as previously. It's up to Duck if she wishes to accompany you to where you guys plan to camp.
More do I need?
Oh, sorry, I missed part of that.
What more could I ask for?
Well, I'm probably quite sure the drunken griffins here will probably more than happy to invite you back.
Yes. Admittingly, though, when Winter gets to camp, she's probably going to crash to the ground and fall asleep.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
In perception-wise, you said that Duck would pretty much be one of the only short hose at this time.
Yes.
Just looks like a little kid, and that's adorable.
Actually, Ulrich is like sees Winter pass and goes like, "No, you gotta sleep on your side, or you'll have bad things," and falls asleep, passes out on top of Winter.
Then that will leave Duck and Alex there, the only two still left awake.
Yeah, Alexandrite will probably do the like make sure they're not going to drown in their own vomit or anything like that. Like,
you be the proper adult here and make sure they're going to be okay.
yeah.
Winter probably would have fallen on her belly to lay down.
Duck sees a pile of feathers and ponies and
Well, griffins.
in the air. Poof.
Definitely be nice and plenty of fluffy feathers with the Winter.
So it sounds like everyone's sleeping on top of Winter, except for Alex.
Yeah, I might crush everyone if I try.
Yeah. Admittingly, there might be a rude awakening with people doing that, but we'll wait and see.
Well, I mean, Duck's small, so.
Duck is actually small.
I will, if no one's going to stay up in RP, I will go to sleep and a few feet away from everyone, just because be downwind.
The snoring was atrocious.
Yeah.
Talking everybody's ear off on the way over to wherever we're sleeping, so.
Come the morning though, there's the two.
Winter wakes up.
Well, the two drunken people need to roll me Can you roll me a fortitude? Yes, roll me a fortitude check to see if you are hungover.
Does the bread I gave them help their DC?
No, because this is it's sustained from the entire time they were drunk. It wouldn't be. I think we have. They take the highest DC, add 2 for each. Okay, it was just that. So yeah, we have two very drunken, very hungover griffins at this point.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be amazing if they're still drunk.
Winter moves, tries to get up quickly, and then puts her claw to her head, and it's like anyone who's on top will probably move aside.
Oh, I'm making a ride check. You can't stop me.
Oh, why is?
You would feel it is a different story, but I'm doing it. Your best
Good
friend.
morning. I see the sun. God, the King Queen has blessed us today.
Puts wings overhead. I will kill you.
Wait. Who's on my back?
But
There's a growl.
I am on your back. Why am I on your back?
Who's your Fluffy?
Who are you?
Quack.
Can we eat you?
Why do you look like a duck?
But you look like a duck.
This is
I
We
don't
probably
like people riding me.
Oh, good thing I'm not people. And Dolan just kind of like sees the tension rising, and he's like, "Duck, duck, 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 get down, get down. Here we go, here we go." And he kind of slides up. Oh, okay.
She's unsteady on her paws as she tries to get up more properly, though she's not like trying to throw Duck off or anything. She's just kind of irritable because of having a hangover and everything.
You guys are fatigued currently. Probably won't make too much difference game-wise, but you are fatigued while you're hungover.
Well, this would probably still make her irritable.
Yeah.
Ulrich's going to look at Winter and go, "We're never, ever going to do that again."
At least not for a while.
well, it could have been worse.
And Duck just kind of like tilts her head. What's worse? What? What's going on? What? Hi.
Ignore these two. They're pretty grumpy after their night of fun.
What did I do yesterday?
You know what I think they need? I think they need a
What?
hug. Goes over. Starts giving a hug.
Wait, what? No, not a hug. He
No.
tries to say.
Does this count as a grapple check?
Was no hug.
If the other person is trying to stop you, technically speaking, yes.
But I'll just say, Winter, despite those words, she's a little too preoccupied to try to stop Duck. Even though she says no.
All I need to do is hit their touch AC to just make contact.
You are hugged.
Why does this thing smell so? Why does it smell like happiness?
Huh?
This duck smell. This. What are you?
Kind of nuzzles into whoever's fur that she is and or feathers that she is currently hugging. I'm Duck, and I'm a duck. Quack.
Okay.
I'm too hungover to deal with this.
You might not remember this, but we kind of crashed her performance last night.
Really? I don't remember anything after Winter said, "Hey, let's have a drinking contest."
Well, I was in. She kind of gestures over to like that little square that she was performing in. I was playing in there, and then you guys came up, read and hugs, and I stopped playing. But you guys were very nice, and so I just followed you over here.
I don't think we've been properly introduced. I am Alexandrite Beacon. It was a pleasure to meet you. He's going to bow his head.
I'm.
Hug your head
Winter
as you bow it. And I'm Duck, and I'm a duck. Hi, quack.
Ulrich Lionheart.
How can you be such sunshine?
Yeah. Oh, also, Ulrich's also going to bow his head, but feel all the blood rush to his head and go, "Ah!"
They totally going around, and I'm waiting for people to bow their head as they say their name, as is apparently accustomed to this part of the world. That she is going to hug hug their head.
Ow, don't touch it. Don't touch my head.
Yeah. I'm not sure if ice cream would be a good idea.
And then like Duck kind of summons dessert and kind of holds it below. You know you want it.
Wait, how did you do that?
I cannot resist. This small creature makes me happy. but also I don't know. I look at Winter like maybe.
I don't know. This is still trying to figure things out.
You are so hungover, you're eating your microphone.
The ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Right. As you guys are discussing and talking amongst each other, a human on horseback comes riding up to where you guys are camped. He will stop and get off his horse and start approaching you.
And I give him a hug.
He's like, "Whoa, you can let go
Winter
now."
will look suspiciously at him.
He goes as I guess you run up and hug his leg.
Winter just looks at the guy suspiciously. Again,
Okay.
not being very trusting of humans.
Alexandrite will stand to attention because I'm guessing this guy's a soldier.
No, he's just wearing sort of quite sort of a nice outfit. You wouldn't say he's a noble, but you would say he works in some sort of government position.
Okay.
He definitely got hugged.
Did you hug him on his leg, or did you jump up and try and hug him like chest-wise?
Tried to I tried. I feel like I tried to do it chest wise, but she doesn't have wings, so like it was.
There he was. He sort of looks down at you hugging his leg. Hello, I'm from the. He seems to be very distracted as he keeps looking down at the pony hugging his leg, and he sort of gives it a little bit of a shake to see if Duck will just let go with him shaking it a little. You can let go now, he says, sort of finding his words once again.
Ah, you don't like hugs?
Come on, little one. Let this man speak.
Yeah, let's see what he wants.
Olin also kind
Yeah.
of coaxes Duck off, and she looks a little sad. She flumps off the leg. Okay.
He goes. Anyway, I have been sent over to pass a number of you these. He holds up some scrolls. I have been given your descriptions. Please tell me if any of these names are yours. He starts saying some names. The first two are not any of yours. He will then give. He will then say Wintergale.
Yes?
He will hand you a scroll. He will say another name which none of you recognise. Then he will go Alexandra Beacon.
That's me.
Hand it over. I assume this one's yours. He says, just handing one to Duck.
Duck looks suspiciously at it. Looks for any mentions of the word mallard, and then smiles.
It just is a scroll which is sealed with a wax symbol.
Well, she's still squinting at it suspiciously.
And the folder name will be Yorick Lionheart.
It's Ulrich, but
Ulrich.
yes, that's me.
I can get
That's
that
me.
right eventually. Right.
Frozen.
All of the information you need will be there. Please arrive at your time in question. And he will go to get back on his horse.
Alexandrite will open his letter.
Winter will use her claw to cut open the letter to take a look. Or where the wax seal is.
Ulrich will do the same.
And open it up.
I want to quack at my letter.
The letter does not respond.
Dang. I suppose that means I have to open it.
Right. Each of you will open your letter in turn. And obviously, I'm hoping all of you can read common. And
Yes.
and you will begin to read it. It will say.
Winter will be a little bit slower about it, but yes, she can read common.
No, it's fine. It will say, "Congratulations, adventurer. Based on your skills, activities, or your achievements while staying here in my fair city, you have proven to be of interest or have abilities or skills that we are currently looking for in regards to champions to be sent out on the behalf of Kadiston. Please attend, and it gives a time, to the castle where I will greet you and will explain things more if you wish to take up such a position.
And Duck's eyes go really big. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! She's just like shoving it in Dolan's face. Look! Look, we did
I bet it was
Guess
sleep
we
down
did.
back. No.
it!
The time seems to be for the evening, so sort of evening meal time.
My gosh, Duck is freaking out. She just is like dream come true
Calm
level.
yourself, little one.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool! But look, and like she kind of she jumps up, she tries to jump up anyway, and like put the paper in his face. Look! 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 Look!
Please, your voice is too loud. It's ringing in my head.
Look! 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 She lowers her voice.
Actually, I'm gonna say Ulrich actually stirs a little bit from his hungoverness after seeing great chance to gain honor. Must do.
And Duck starts rattling on about all things bakery based and just like plans, and she's gonna bake so much bread, and there's a lot of quacking, and it's amazing.
Alexandra will try to conduct the others on how to behave in front of nobility. I'm sure it won't work.
You were given lessons on etiquette.
It may be better just tell me to keep quiet.
Duck never really got lessons on etiquette. People just assume she's a fool, and so they just kind of let her do her thing. Well,
I was enslaved for a lot of my young life. I was not taught etiquette.
she definitely just starts singing. That's what she does. She big singing.
I'm like, what would be an etiquette role? I guess nobility.
Yeah, knowledge nobility comes underneath that.
All right.
I'd probably just say it falls under diplomacy.
Well, it's more using your knowledge to teach somebody something. So trying to,
Ah, yeah.
I would
Okay.
say it's definitely a nobility check. Ah, those good old twos.
Yep.
Well, you would at least instruct these unknowledged individuals in regards to etiquette with nobles. You're not sure how much it's sank in.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's either too hungover or duck.
Yeah, for Winter, she maybe just be a bit too hungover, and she's like, she just doesn't get a lot of it. She's like, I think I might just try to keep quiet unless I'm spoken to.
Well,
None of this is making sense.
This is the greatest thing to ever happen to Ulrich after being reborn.
well, that'll have to do. He says as he heads over to the castle.
Yeah, I'm like uber excited. The Duck is like, oh my gosh, we gotta do this.
Before they make it there, Winter will ask for them to stop at an inn to see if she can get something to drink to get rid of the hangover.
Well, your designated meeting is in the sort of late afternoon, so you actually have
Hello?
the rest of the day to prepare for.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
I think it cut
Yep.
out for
Yeah.
a moment.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Alright, so you're meeting with.
Hello? Oh.
Yeah, we
We
can hear you, Ray.
Yeah. basically, before they head out there, Winter will want to try to go to an inn or something, see if we can find something to help get rid of headache and hangover.
Well, as I was saying, you're meeting with the royalty, royal family member, is not until the late afternoon. So you actually have most of the day to prepare to go into to this meeting. So if any of you wanted to freshen up, you would have the time and opportunity to do so.
Yes, I would definitely.
Winter probably would.
Definitely going to put on my. I don't know. I don't think I have fancy
She
clothes.
doesn't have any nice clothes.
Ooh,
Yeah,
do I
I
have
would
nice
take
clothes?
that.
I think I might have nice. Oh no! Duck has her her entertainer's outfit like wings that she like puts on. She makes they make her look fancy, so she puts them on.
Alexander will at least polish his armor, because
I mean,
Yeah.
Duck's
Winter
wings don't
would
work, but
just try to groom herself. Take a bath and then groom her feathers.
Well, there are a number of bathhouses around Kadiston which you guys can go to and take part in the bathing rooms that they have there to wash yourselves and everything like that.
Winter will probably definitely try to, if that's even possible, she'll probably want to try to get a bathhouse where she can bathe without anyone watching.
Normal people will pay a silver to use the bathhouse, being non-citizens of the city. If you wish for a private one, you'll be looking to pay something like 1 gold for that sort of thing.
Winter will growl because all she has is 2 silver.
Duck's actually rich. Actually, just, like Duck. Would kind of be with Alexandrite. Like I would think in the front or something. Who's giving the booking fee? I suppose is like a front desk man. Or...
Yeah, basically it's just the person who basically allows people to come in, checks to see if you're a resident of the city. He will then tell you there is a donation of 1 silver, and as Winter asks for a private area, he would say that would be 1 gold.
And
that is 1 gold for
Alexander will give a gold to Winter.
Thanks.
He does say that is the private area is just 1 gold, so if all of you wanted to use it, then you don't have to pay any more. But if it's just for obviously an individual, it's still the same.
Okay.
But as Winter wants it all for herself, if anyone wants anything other than Winter, it'll be an extra gold because obviously Winter wants it to herself.
Well, unless they wait for her to get done.
This is true. But otherwise, 1 silver and you may use the bathhouses.
Woo! And Duck very gladly looks up. She pulls out a little silver piece, digitizes it to be a little bit shinier, and then puts it up on the. Well, she tries to anyway. The voice is coming from below the counter. She puts it up.
I'm like, all I have is gold, so I'm like, how much?
He looks down at behind the counter. Who's the guardian of the duck?
And Dolan raises his wing. I am.
He sort of just
Wait a
he
second.
just looks at the duck, and then just looks up at the rest of you guys and just repeats himself. Who's the guardian?
And Dolan flutters up to the counter. I said I am.
Winter will just realize for herself that the duck is talking. It's like, wait, when could the duck talk?
Oh, good. You guys can hear the duck talking as well.
And Dolan turns around. I was talking to you drunk people last night.
You were?
Yeah, I don't remember that, or if it was, I would have just thought it was because I was drunk.
No,
Yeah.
Dolan
They
Dolan-
were very drunk.
Dolan big faced wings and just kind of says to himself, "Holy breadsticks! All right, I'm the one who looks after that one." He kind of points to Duck, and Duck waves. Hi.
He just sort of accepts defeat at this point and just hands. He goes to hand Dolan the towel, but realises that's just not going to work, and just sort of hands it down to Duck, and just goes, "Yeah, just down that way. Follow the signs."
Ooh. Duck's just kind of she's trying to balance the towel on her head.
Yeah.
Kind of walks down the hall.
And Winter will go off by herself to get cleaned.
Yeah. You're handed. I'm afraid he hands you a towel of a medium-sized pony, so a medium-sized creature. So he gives you 2 of those. Because he feels that's the only way
Okay.
to make up for it. He does indicate down a different corridor to the sort of private baths, and he will hand you a key to the door of the private one. He will also tell you the door will lock if you wish to lock it.
Winter will lock the door.
Duck, when you get to your side, and probably the rest of the party, once you pay your gold, your silver, and you'll be given towels. There is a divide for male and female. So
I'm looking for the duck symbol.
there is no duck symbol.
I might have to have a word with management about this.
How much silver is in a gold?
You got 10 silver in 1 gold piece.
All right.
So if you give a gold, you receive 9 silver in change.
Okay.
And Duck just kind of shouts back to the doorman, "Where do the little ducks go?"
Are you a girl duck or a boy duck?
I'm a girl duck.
I was about to say, you look like a boy duck.
Duck wonders if this is just part of her outfit. She's like, "Nope, definitely a girl duck."
Then that side.
Kind of like looks to it. Ooh, okay. She opens the door. Goes in.
I mean, it's basically a large sort of bathing area where you've got an area where you can change out of your clothing, and then you can obviously start utilising the baths. You will have a few individuals based on your side bathing.
Okay, question.
Yes.
You said baths. How deep, and are these like ponds?
They are quite. They are. It's like a swimming pool, but if you were human, you would be able to stand up in it and it would come up to your waist. So for you, you could drown in it. Yes.
Oh my god, I love water. Okay, there's gonna be big splashes, and I can't. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna.
You're being adorable, but you're annoying the other patrons.
No, I'm making sure I'm not gonna get the other patients like as wet as I can if it's big enough to. I mean,
it's quite sizable. It is designed to have a number of people in the area, so you can bathe, basically.
literally duck right now.
Newton. Ah.
She big splashing.
Just so
Yeah,
everyone can see.
Alexander will head to the male area. Oh. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, he'll take off his armor and head to the baths. Try to polish himself.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah,
you will all be able to spend as much time as you wish in the bathing area to obviously clean yourselves. And like I said, you get a mixture of individuals in the room. Some come and leave, but they're mainly there just to bathe in the area rather than make out conversation or get involved in anything.
Well,
The water is kept at a reasonable temperature. It's not like really heated, but it's not like really, really cold. You would be able to use these in the winter if you wanted to, type of thing. Winter, for your private area, it's a pool still. It's I'm trying to think of the right sort of size to give an indication. It's like almost like a large sort of circular pond where you can sort of obviously slide yourself in there. Your size, you would probably fill up about half of it, and would easily be able to sink into the water. But you would obviously have to sort of stretch yourself out to actually sink yourself entirely into it.
Okay.
It's again a nice temperature, and it's obviously just there for yourself to obviously bathe and wash yourself in.
Okay.
Just like what you would expect a bathhouse to be like. You guys will bathe. When you've finished, you've got towels to dry yourself with, and then you would gather up your armour, your equipment, and be ready to obviously head out after enjoying yourself as much as you would in the water.
Feels nice.
Duck gets out. She dries herself off, and her coat goes poof. Woo. She's rather infatuated with herself right now. She thinks she looks really poofy. Poof. You know what this calls for, though, right?
What?
Right, guys. You know what this calls for, right?
What?
What?
Long time.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Alright.
So, Duck breaks out into song once again.
Ulrich is going to try.
Oh,
Go
carry
ahead,
on.
sorry. Ulrich is going to try to look his best because they're going to meet a king. And he's never met a king before.
I'm getting ready to hug the king. I'm really ready to hug the king unless somebody physically stops her. That's what she's going to plan to do.
Alexandra
She'll try
might
to pick up. If she does, Winter will try to pick up Duck by her neck with her claws.
Alright. Well, at this point, I would say this is probably where you would start to head over. Is there's probably not much else you would do at this point other than get ready to meet the king and then head off when it's at the right time.
I would quack at people.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You would definitely get weird looks as people turn around and go, "What?" And they look at to them, a large duck on 4 legs when they were like, "Wait, what? Is that a pony or a duck?" Type of reaction as you duck walks past them.
And then there's Winter and all her large
Yes.
size.
So what we will do is, this is a little bit past our normal stopping time, so we will end here just before you'll be heading down to down south here, where the palace is, which is just, well, I say more castle than palace. Just down here.
Okay.
Okay.
On the south side of the city. So we will end here, and we will pick off next week where you are entering into the courtyard area, ready to go and meet the king. And
All right.
the disaster that might end up being. But we'll see if those etiquette lessons paid off. I don't think it did.
Ulrich is going to get a collar for Duck to make sure she doesn't just hug every person we come across.
You gotta make sure it's white so it matches like that band of white fur on her neck.
I'm pretty sure Winter would be able to easily pick Duck up if she tried to go and hug people.
Well, the question is, who would react faster, Duck or you, when it comes to running off? Would you Duck get out of your reach before you realise?
Duck would just be like, gasp, run.
It would literally come down to initiative rolls. Who's faster?
Also, I wanted to find out, does Duck have a certain bread preference, or does she just like all bread?
Okay, here's the thing. Duck doesn't really have a preference on bread so long as it's not burnt. She doesn't like toast. She hates toast. But she doesn't hesitate to make toast for things like Phoenix wolves who eat ashes and things like that. She won't hesitate to. She just doesn't like toast. Guess only a bread, preference like things.
I wonder what she'd think of dessert breads.
She loves dessert breads. She
chocolate.
makes pastries, pies, breads of all sorts. She's a big baker.
Okay. I just wanted that information for something I may do in the future.
Okay. Ooh. I'm excited.
All right. Well, hopefully when this is finished sorting out, it will appear on YouTube. So if you want to, you can watch back and see what craziness you guys got up to. Remember the moment when Winter charged through that door, if you wish to. Hopefully it's worked. If not,
Admittingly,
it's gone horribly wrong and nothing saved. But hopefully it did.
I'm hoping I'm not like too embarrassed by my performance.
I'm just happy how the drunk part came out.
Yeah, like I said, I wish I was playing my drunk monk for that. Like, oh man.
All right. Well, I'll end the stream here. And remember, everyone, it'll be next week at 8 p.m. GMT or BTS for British Standard Time. I will put the time back on Roll20, so obviously be here on time. I scour at duck.
Okay.
I do apologize. I had it on my calendar, but my phone was muted, and things happened.
That's fine. I'll work out ways to punish you later. I'll find horrible things and set them on you.
I'll try to have mercy.
Make Duck do the challenges we would be good at.
I will. I'll rewatch the stream and stuff like that, so I can get a little bit more context, and then I'll I'll definitely write in my first day diary entry.
Well, currently we are on. We started on the 4th, and it is now the 6th day, as 2 days have passed.
Awesome. Okay.
Alright, so I'm just going to stop the stream just here, and we'll see everyone next time.